Hello everyone, it's Stacy. I hope you had a nice long holiday weekend. Today I wanted to talk, so I'm Stacy Natal. I'm an artist, photographer, educator, and coach. Say hello if you are watching the replay. Let me know where you're listening in from. So I've seen something common going on with my coaching clients, and I wanted to talk about it so you can see if this is happening with you. So if you are a photographer, a designer, a maker, an artist, and you're not happy with the amount of clients that you're getting or the amount of art sales that you're getting, and you're just feeling stuck and you're not sure what's going on, we all have blind spots, and that's the benefit of working with a coach. So what happened with you may be unknowingly sabotaging your success. And I say unknowingly because, like I said, we all have blind spots. We don't know that what we're doing is actually sabotaging our desires. So we may say we want one thing, but we're doing something else. Our actions are actually opposite of what our desires are. So let me give you a few examples and you could see if any of these resonate, or it might be like a way for you to start to become aware of what's going on in your own life and business. So I'm laughing because as a coach, when I'm speaking to my clients, these things are so obvious to me, but they're not to the clients. But then when we talk about it and we bring it out in the open, they get these aha moments, and that's what I want for you. Okay, so recently I had a client that's a musician, and we were doing some coaching work, and she also needed help with her YouTube channel and her website. So that's the benefit of working with me. Like, I'm also helping you with like tech stuff and like strategy and all that. So we were on her YouTube channel and she's like, okay, how do I do the covers? So I told her about using Canva to create the thumbnail covers, but she needed help like actually getting her YouTube videos, her music videos onto YouTube. So I said, why are you using YouTube? She goes, because I want people to see my music so that I could get hired to do gigs. So I said, oh, okay, that's a good reason. Like music. So YouTube is a great platform because people could hear your music, they could see you. So we're talking about this, I'm showing her how to do it. And then when it gets time to posting, making her videos live on YouTube, she says, oh no, but I want them unlisted. So on YouTube, you have different ways that you can post. It could be public, where everyone sees it, unlisted, where only people could see it, where you send the actual link to, and private, where only you could see it. So I I kind of repeated her words. So I said, okay, so you said that what I'm hearing is you said that you wanted to use YouTube to post your music videos so that you can get hired, but you want them unlisted so no one can find you. And then I just did this. I sat silent and I let it stew, and I let it give her time to process what she told me. And then when it hit her, she started busting out laughing. She realized like what she was doing was unknowingly sabotaging herself and people from hiring her. How could you want to use YouTube to show people your music if you're going to keep your videos unlisted? It just doesn't make sense. So that's one example. So another example is another coaching client that I have that is an artist. And, she's wanted help with her website, with her Instagram account. So I do an audit of both. So as soon as I went to her she was like complaining that, she wasn't getting enough art sales. So I went to her Instagram account, and the first thing I noticed was it was a private account. So no one can see her art unless they requested to follow her and she gave them permission. So again, I went silent and I asked her, how many accounts do you actually follow that are marked private? I know for me, even if it's someone that I heard of that, is really cool or whatever, as soon as I see it's marked private, I skip over and I just keep scrolling and moving to the next. I don't have time for that, right? To request but when you have your account private on Instagram with the purpose of showing your art, you're creating a roadblock, an obstacle. You want to make it super easy for people to see your work. So another coaching client, didn't want to use social media at all, but she wanted to sell her art. She wanted to get hired for her creative services. And believe me, there are other ways you can do it besides social media, but there are billions with a B of people on social media, and it's free. So why not take advantage of having a huge potential audience and free, so you don't have to pay for it? Because a lot of times people in the beginning stages of their business say they don't have money to invest in marketing or whatever, right? So this is free. So do you see the pattern of people? It's basically hiding. You're hiding your work, you're hiding yourself, but they're doing it in different ways. So keeping their videos unlisted on YouTube, having a private account for their art on Instagram, and not using social media at all. It's basically a form of hiding. So let me know if any of those things resonate with you, or if you're doing any of those things, because that might be sabotaging your creative success. So think about how you could start changing. And if that's not one of the things, and if you are not happy with your results, maybe it's time for a coach like me. I do have spots available, but we have to see if we're a right match. So if that's something that you're interested in, message me or DM me or send me a comment or an email, and we could set up a discovery call to see if we're a match. But I want to talk about some things, reasons why you want to start showing your work and making it public, or why people, what the fear is. So one of the fears is vulnerability, right? You feel like maybe you're comparing yourself to other people. You think maybe your art will be criticized, your art's not good enough, and you're afraid of criticism, whatever that might be. So let me tell you, with my photography work, I've had many critiques where my art is displayed on a projector on a wall in front of in a room with 50 other photographers to critique my work. The first time I did it, I was so nervous, I was shaking. But then after that, I realized it was good. I wanted to have feedback on my work, because as an artist, as a creative, you're always wanting to improve your work, right? So if you're saying your art's not good enough and that's why you're not showing, creative criticism, not criticism, or critique or feedback is what's going to help you grow and improve your art. So don't be afraid of that. Yeah, there will be trolls, but you could just ignore them. Who cares? You have to start having a thick skin. Also, when you start showing your work, if you don't show your work, you could be missing out on opportunities. So we don't want that to happen. We want you to show your work so you can take advantage of the opportunities. People seeing your work and be like, hey, I'm looking for a photographer for a family photo shoot. Are you available? Or I'm looking for a photographer to, photograph this event of mine. Are you available? I really love your style. Or, oh, I love the way your painting or your photography. Is that for sale? I'd love it on my wall, hanging on my wall. You're missing out on opportunities by not showing your work. Another way that showing your work helps is to build your personal brand. So it's not only your art, but people want to know you, the artist behind the work. So the photographer behind the images, the painter behind the paintings, the designer behind the amazing logo or whatever other graphic design you're producing, the greeting cards that you're designing. People want to know you. So you're building your personal brand as well. So also start showing yourself. And yeah, that can be scary, but the first time you do, it's going to be the scariest. But after that, it's going to get easier and easier. Another benefit of showing up is by building community. You start engaging with your audience. They leave you comments and you answer them. And you know what? There are artists that I see that just post their work and they get a ton of comments and they don't answer any. I don't like that. That to me is saying like, here's my work, but I don't care about you. No, you're building community. So whether it's other photographers or other artists or people that are genuinely interested in hiring you. So whether it's, your services or for your work, maybe they want a commission, a private commission, a painting, or they want to hire you for, like I mentioned before, as a photographer. You're building community, and it's important to build community with your peers as well as with your potential clients. So if any of that resonates with you, let me know. And if you need help, you're probably not seeing your blind spot. And that's why coaching is so beneficial. And even coaches have coaches. I love to get coached because I get so many aha moments whenever I'm on a coaching session with, someone that's coaching me. I love it because each time, after each session, I grow, I make changes. That's the thing. When you have coaching, you start to implement, the benefit is you implement changes. Now, I have 2 ways that you can get coached by me. I have private one-to-one coaching packages and I have a group coaching offer. So in the group coaching, you're with other people. We do monthly calls, but we have a private community. And, I can answer your questions, but with the private coaching, I have 1-month options and 3-month options, or just 1 hour if you feel like 1 hour you'd want to start. But in between our coaching, we have a set number of coaching calls between sessions. You have a private portal, and in between our coaching calls, you get unlimited access. So if a question comes up in between, you send me a message. It's kind of like having speed dial. So, and I know sometimes when we have questions, maybe there are some free Facebook groups you're in, you go into the Facebook group and you post your message, but how long does it sometimes take for you to get an answer? And maybe you're not even getting the answer that you really need. But with our coaching, one of the benefits is it's like having me on speed dial. You send me a message in your private coaching portal, and then I'll answer it, right? So that you get that support in between the calls. So if this is something that you think you could benefit from, I have some private spots available for this month. So again, just DM me or message me, email me, get in touch, easily get in touch, and we can set up a call. I could send you a link to set up a discovery call to see, no obligation, discovery call to see if we're a match. But let me know, start showing your work and let's uncover those hidden blind spots that you are unknowingly have, that are sabotaging your creative success, because I want you to be successful. I want you to start getting clients and start selling your work and start making money from doing something you love. So let me know if this interests you and let's connect. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.